Konnichiwa. Welcome to the August headlines. Before I jump in, I want to invite all of you to the upcoming September webinar, about an hour, on all things you'd want to know about the Japan energy market. At the end of this video, you'll find a link. If not, email me or somebody at Skippy Sun will take care of it. On to the headlines. So for the first several years, retailers were all mimicking the utility tariff rates, tiers, etc. They lost their shirts in the last 18 months with the market volatility. So those that are still accepting customers now have moved to market-based pricing. So with the jump to market-based pricing, now we're seeing the intraday, both spot and really intraday or hour ahead, call it what you like. That market volume is jumping and the traders are celebrating. JPX, which of course acquired Tocom a couple years ago and runs the electricity market, will also be launching on a pilot basis the carbon market with the 440 odd companies that have agreed to participate. The pilot itself is just a test, it's not real money. The real market starts next April. So while the retailers are moving to market-based pricing, so are the utilities, because they're finding that they can't make any money at tariff. So if you left and you want to come back, guess what? You're on market-based pricing, not the old cheaper tariff. So the prime minister has promised to turn more nuclears back on. Now, they turned 2 on earlier before the election. Whether he has the power to turn more on, we'll see. So the court ruled that these 4 executives who were to blame for the Fukushima tsunami have to pay 13 trillion yen in damages. Good luck collecting that. So Octo finally got its plans for offshore transmission blessed by METI. The plan is to have it in so that by 2030, they can bring in all this promised offshore wind. So Henri refused to change the fuel cost adjustment cap. So instead, all the utilities are now applying for rate increases across the board and approval to increase the cap, which they're going to get. So as you probably noticed the last couple of months, or if you paid attention at all, retailers are getting clobbered in Japan. I think we've lost about 20% of them. Of course, there were 680 of them to begin with, so that's not, terrible. But the ones that are having a great year are the traders that we talked to. So solar has been driving a slow death, primarily because of transmission access. The new strategy is micro solar, which is call it a 500 kW solar. Doesn't need much of a footprint, but more importantly, it does not need transmission. You can stick it on distribution. So we've seen announcements that supposedly thousands of these are going to get built in the next 5 years. Well, that's it. Be sure to look for the link for the upcoming All Things You Want to Know About Japan webinar. See you then.